Hey, good evening. This is Craig Double. I'm in Chemistry 121, section Oscar Lima 010 class in the January 2018 semester. And this evening I'm going to show you how to do experiment 1 of lab 9. I decided to start making these videos because I've had a lot of lessons learned doing these labs. Hopefully it helps you out. In this experiment, the bottom line, we're going to calculate the specific heat capacity of the metal by measuring the mass of the metal, the differential temperature of the metal before before putting it into the calorimeter, and the specific heat, or the heat transferred from the water during the experiment. And we do this by using some equations. So I won't go through all the equations, but I'll kind of show you how this lab goes when you perform it. So before I had to get started, I had to do the pre-lab. It's basically 2 questions, and it basically takes some of the equations that they teach you, or the concepts that we're learning, and you kind of do some math to see if you know how to use the equations. Because at the end of the lab, we're going to take all this data and come up with a solution. All right, so I've got my procedure here, and it says, and I'll go step by step, kind of read it out loud so you know what's going on. It says, in a small cooking pot, I'm going to add 500 milliliters of distilled water. So I got my small cooking pot right here. I've already went ahead and measured out 500 milliliters of distilled water. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my pot. Okay, that's 500 milliliters. It says to place the pot on the stove top and bring the water to a boil and set a timer for 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and bring it up to a boil. We're on the rear back burner here. Get it going. And once we get there, so we'll set a timer for 3 minutes. Once the water is boiled for 3 minutes, we'll reduce the heat from the boil to a simmer. And then the idea is to take that water and make a calorimeter, and that'll be our starting point. So that's video 1. I'm not going to sit here and let you watch this boil for so long. I'll make another video and add this to my link. Thanks.